What's going on? What's going on? It's been a while. It's been a while. Just waiting for people to come in. My first live stream. Let me show you guys where I am. I wish I had music to play. Oh well. I'll start in a second, guys. I'm just trying to get away from some noise. Excuse me. Shalom. All praises to the Heavenly Father. Anokuya. Praise be to the earthly mother, the Pachamama, and all her earthly angels, the Eerkodeshoi. Praise be to the Holy Spirit, the Kahe, in the name of his only begotten Son, Matza, the Lamb, unification to the nation. So I decided to come out here and, commune with the Eerkodeshoi, go over some things. I was like, you know what? Why am I doing this inside? Why am I doing my reading inside? So I printed out some stuff that I wanted to read and, see what you guys are talking about. Hold on. Let me see. How do I get to this chat? I don't know how to do this, man. I'm very clueless. Hold up. Maybe if I... Nope. I don't know how to view the chat. Oh, man. I wanted to read the chat. Anyway. Let's see where we're gonna... Let's go right here for a little bit. So, that's what I got. So we're starting off, and I wish I could post a link, man. I'm gonna have to post it afterward. But it's pretty much all the precepts that I'm reading. So we're gonna start with Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as having afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How he is numbered among children of God, and his lot is among the saints. So why did I read that? Because I realized, man, I can't be concerned with the opinions of other people, because they don't really know what they're doing. What we're about to go over today, we're going to talk about some very important things. we're going to go over some things that people have considered to be pagan for a long time. Oh, I see a chat. Shabbat Shalom, brother Yahshua the Unifier. Shabbat Shalom. It's great. It's great, man. I'm doing wonderful. It's a beautiful day. It's great. A lot of this stuff people have considered to be pagan or stupid or whatever, and they make fun of it. And that's okay. It's not for everybody, So what I'm going to go over today, it's not going to be for everybody, but of course there are going to be people. What the hell was that? I don't know what happened. Must have just disconnected. I forgot what I said, man. What the hell? Anyway, it don't even matter. Let's keep walking this way. Be out here. Hold on. Just gonna show you what I'm doing. I want to go somewhere quiet for a bit. But yeah, people, they're going to see some of the things that I talk about, some things that we talk about. They're going to see it as being foolish or unfruitful. And this is why I do get upset a little bit when people make comments, because I understand how disrespectful that they're being. It's not necessarily about my knowledge. It's about, them really disrespecting the Most High all over again. A lot of this stuff we didn't want to do, right? We didn't care about, the true religion that the Most High wanted us to follow, right? We cared about, following Aaron's stuff. But today, we're going to go over, truly what the Most High wanted us to do as a people. And this is why he had to take us off that seat, because we didn't want to do it, right? I think it shut off because, I don't know, there's something going on with my phone where if I don't touch it, after like 10 seconds, it turns off. Oh, there's like horse dung everywhere, so I have to turn around. So we are going to start in Ancient Grandmothers chapter 11. And Ozan said, I will now rehearse to you all that I have heard and have been instructed to hand down regarding the language of the Eerkodeshoi. And they all have an important truth to influence you. So they have a truth to influence us, right? We have to realize, man, the Eerkodeshoi, all of this stuff, this is our power. We don't necessarily get power from the Most High in the way that people think. Like he's not just gonna hand us superpowers. That's not how things work. He has a method to everything that he does. He has an order to everything. He couldn't do that even if he wanted to, because that's not how he set up the earth, right? He set this place up so that there's rules and regulations, so that pretty much the righteous would be able to inherit the earth, right? So we have to kind of understand how the code is going. So all the Eerkodeshoi, they hold an important truth in our daily lives, right? Or they have an important truth that is useful to us in our daily lives. And knowing what it is important for our development. I'm trying to find somewhere to sit. You know what? I don't need to sit yet. So we're in Grandmother chapter 11, verse 82 right now. Clouds speak the language of watching, and the truth and knowledge can come to you from them through your eyes. And the feeling they carry is to be always traveling and moving across the land and observing all that can be seen to bring instruction. And when you speak to the clouds, you must think and feel with them concerning and understanding that which they have seen. And from them all, the Eerkodeshoi are called watchers. So the clouds, they speak the language of watching, right? And what did it just say? It said that they're almost supposed to be our eyes, if that makes sense. We're supposed to practice watching and observing new things. Let me see what it said again. I'm sorry. I'm going based on what I read before and how I understood it, but let me just read it again. And the feeling they carry is to always be traveling and moving across the land, observing all that can be seen to bring instruction. So that's why I go out so much. That's why I'm always outside. With a lot of the people who I've lived with, for the past couple of months, sadly, there's just been a pattern. They don't like to go outside. And if they do like to go outside and not willing to go outside, they're not doing it because, they're afraid of the corona or something. Like that, that's hilarious to me, man. You're afraid of the corona, but, you claim to be, a so-called Israelite. I'm not saying that you let people cough in your face, but if you guys understand what the sun does for us, the sun is actually protecting us from the corona. The biggest protection from coronavirus is vitamin D. You need vitamin D to protect yourself from the coronavirus. So you staying inside all the time is actually going to raise your chances to get it. Doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. So definitely, we're supposed to be outside watching, trying to see new things. I went to this park one time before. This is my second time going, and I'm trying to go in places that I haven't seen before. I'm always trying to observe new things. I'm an adventurer, bro. I'm an adventurer, right? And I actually used to live in this area. By the way, I'm in Yonkers right now. And I lived in New Rochelle when I was younger, and it's not that far from here. But the landscape always reminded me of this video game I used to play called Legend of Zelda. And it made me want to always travail, new places. I'll ask my mother to take me to new places I haven't seen before, right? I just love it, man. I love to adventure. I love to do stuff like that. And I definitely think other people should too. They should get used to wanting to go out, to view different things, to behold new things, to behold this place, this beautiful place that the Heavenly Father made for us, right? So that's one thing that we should definitely do in regards to the clouds. Hold up, let me show you something real quick. So this right here, this is my white cornmeal. Now I lost the pouch that I usually have. I usually have a pouch that I carry with me, and I keep the cornmeal in it. But pretty much what I do is I'll take some cornmeal out when I'm either communing with the element or just thanking the Most High for it or saying a prayer for it. I will take some of the cornmeal out and I'll pretty much, offer it to whatever element that I'm viewing. I know this is gonna sound weird to people who are not used to it. Hold on, let me sit down. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So I don't want my paper to fly away. So what do we got here? We got a tree right here, right? And I think in the book, she's called Kabodiel. I call her Kabadal because I believe that's more older Hebrew. And you come to, I'll say Kabodiel for friendship pretty much. And we're gonna go over what she does in a minute. But first, if I want to pray for this element, I will take some of this cornmeal out. I will sprinkle it. Then the first thing I do, and this is very important, you thank the Most High for Kabodiel and the truth that she holds, right? You don't pray to the tree, right? Exactly. Kabodiel, yeah, the holy watcher of the trees, exactly. You take some out, you thank the Most High for the truth that she holds, and then you can. It depends on what you're doing. If you're kneeling, like on your knees, then you're praying for it. If you're standing up, then you're asking something, right? So if I'm praying for Kabodiel, then I'm asking the Most High to bless Kabodiel for, you know, anything, really, right? If I'm asking something from Kabodiel, then, then you're asking something from her. You end your prayer in the name of Matzah the Lamb, because, again, we can't go to the Most High unless we're going through Matzah the Lamb, because that's our way back to Eden, right? We need to do that. And that's pretty much what you do. Now, what I'm gonna try to do, if it's nice enough, then I'm gonna try to come out every Saturday. Me and my mother is happy you're touching on the languages. Been asking Most High how to speak to them. Hey, I don't know what to say, but I'm very grateful that I could be a vessel in that way. Greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. I'd love to go to Trinidad. Um, here in Yonkers is very similar to the Caribbean. I really must say. I've never been to the Caribbean, but from how people describe it, it just sounds similar. I grew up in Brooklyn, and I grew up I grew up around a lot of Caribbeans, but they're kind of up around the same area in Yonkers as people from all over the Caribbean, including, the Spanish-speaking countries. So it's a lot more diverse up here in Yonkers. It's also poorer, but, I feel very comfortable, around these people. So it's pretty cool. I do like it. And, they got parks like this, which is awesome. But anyway, that's what, oh, see, this is what I didn't want to happen. It's windy out here. I did not want to put down these papers. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Now, the next one. Fire. That is Dabariel or Dabaral, whichever way you want to say it. I'm just going to say how it says it in the book, just so people know what I'm talking about. Whoops. So, and fire speaks the language of humility, not the humility that is submission to control, but to growth in learning and becoming new through repentance and introspection. And this is why, it was kind of confusing to me that person was, saying that I have a humility issue, and I'm sure in certain degree I do. I know that I do, but I'm not gonna be humble when it comes to this information, bro. That's not humility. Humility is not questioning the Most High's information. That's not being humble, right? That's just showing a lack of faith. And I'm not going to do that. That's not being humble. I'm not going to be humble to people who want to guess about things when the answer's in front of them. That's not being humble. But humility is really introspection, right? Humility is all about introspection. Repentance through introspection. Indeed. When you're introspective, that is when you could be repentive, right? Now, how are you being introspective by saying that you already know for sure that a text is wrong? That's not being introspective. That's actually not being humble. And for you to say, well, we don't know what all this means, that's also not being humble. You're submitting, but that's not humility, right? Humility is not about submitting to man. Humility is about submitting to the Most High. That's how you submit. You submit to him by doing what he asks, by doing what he wants of you. So you should always question, does the Most High want me to do this? That is how you know you're being humble. So, and when you are a friend to fire, it can influence you with its feeling to look inside yourself and see that which you have been hesitant to know about yourself, and thus be an influence to lead you to live the abundant life. And that's pretty self-explanatory. I missed that. It's related to the book's remembrance. Oh, okay, I missed that. Thank you. Hey, my bro Wakande, what's going on, bro? Thank you for that. We're in Grandmothers, chapter 11, verse 84. If someone can please post in the chat the link for Ancient Grandmothers, I'll be, I'll be, what's the word? Thankful. Thankful. Um, so we're going to go on to the next one. And the hills speak the language of remembering of all that which has occurred upon them. And they remember every footstep that has ever been taken upon them since the image of Anokis first took form in Olam. And they remember every birthplace and every grave. And they remember every act of love and every act of violence that occurs upon them. And they carry a gift for you in what they feel. And the gift is a comprehension of your place in the flow of mankind on the pathway of life with your fellows. Now, this didn't explicitly say what you could use or ask. What's Hills? I forgot the name. Oh, what's Hills? Someone help me out, bro. What's Hills? Someone put in the comment section which was the name of Hills. Or in the chat, not the comment section. But I guess you can ask the element of Hills to remember things from the past, right? You know, Hills definitely carry a memory of what has gone on. It says from every birthplace to every grave. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think you can ask Hills for. I can't remember what Hills are, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and the grass speaks the language of joining. And if you listen to what it feels, a knowledge of that which causes alienation and the absence of feeling in your life. Here we go. We're flipping a page. Let's hope the wind doesn't blow it. And the absence of feeling in your life can come to you. Okay. And the feelings of the spirit that gives grass life is cleanness. And it can guide you to know the grandeur of experience of the gift of true worthiness, in so much that you can be free of fear to trust and join others in spite of vulnerability. That's very powerful, man. Like, that's actually very deep. All the things that grass does, you know, it says, and if you listen to what it feels, a knowledge of that which causes alienation. So, I'm trying to think. This is kind of me freeforming, man. Like, I just wrote this down because I haven't read this, actually, since I first read Grandmother's 7 months ago. Like, it's been a very long time. So, I'm kind of freeforming this. Maybe we can come back to that. Maybe someone can share how they might see how grass can work. But I guess you could read that over, and then, you know, if you want, take out the cornmeal, thank the Most High for the truth that the element of grass holds, and you can learn something. And rain speaks the language of the cycles of life, and it speaks in circles, and in its creation it wants only to be round, and all things associated with it are round, and in its spirit it always goes out and continues until it gets back to the beginning again. That's very Regil. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's very interesting because it doesn't rain move in a cycle. Like, it rains, then the water evaporates, it goes into the clouds, and then it rains. So it's in a cycle, it's in a circle. I don't know if that's why that's what it said, but that's very interesting. And thus a drop that falls off a leaf and joins with others and runs in a rivulet that becomes a stream, which becomes a river that enters, hey, get off of me, that enters the sea, is raised up and becomes a drop again. Oh yeah, see, I was right. Be diligent in all things that you are to lead, to know by their spirit and righteousness, so that you are not led astray. Oh, okay, thanks. I have 3 of the books of remembrance published by brother. Yes. Indeed, bro. Indeed, the man, and you already know, man. Once the Melchizedek book comes out, you already know. I got you with the PDF. Be diligent in all things that you are led to know by their spirit and righteousness, so that you are not led astray, to never find your beginnings, and rid your life of self-interest, but lay hold of your beginnings, and the rain will obey you when you speak to her in her language. This is why we must know our beginnings. When people say, like, man, I get really annoyed when the Christians, when they try to say that it doesn't matter who you are, just come to Jesus. That's not how things work, bro. That's not how things work. You know, you must know who you are. You must know your beginnings so you can know your end. You must know your place. You must know where you are in your cycle. That's all important. Mother, hold up. Man, it's so windy out here. You must know. You must know where you started so you can know where you're gonna end, right? You must know the sins of your forefathers. Of course, all this is powered by faith. You can't get anywhere without faith, man. You know, people without faith, they consider people with faith to be arrogant. You know, for example, if you're a person who doesn't know, well, yes, it is, bro. I cannot wait for that, man. We're gonna learn once and for all about a lot of things. I know it. You know, especially if that's the last one, we're gonna learn a lot. But you know, me for example, I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. If you don't know who you are, like if you're still questioning who you are, you don't have to be an Israelite, bro. You know, you could just be someone who's along for the ride. That's okay too. But you know, if you still don't know, you know, who you are, then that's one or two things. It's either you're lacking faith or you're lacking humility. Now, let me explain why that's the case. Hold on, let me see if I can turn the camera around real quick so you guys don't have to look at me all the time. It's real beautiful, man. Those books are so intense, I can only read a few. Yo, it's so true, man. Is there a way I can visit your fellowship? I mean, I guess so. You could just hit up my email if you live around me. I don't mind, but you know, I'm gonna ask you a ton of questions because I gotta protect myself. I'm not gonna hold you. But what was I gonna say, man? Whatever, bro. It don't even matter. You know, that's for another time anyway. Check out this, man, because this stuff's real beautiful. We got a rivulet here, as you can see. Got a nice, beautiful rivulet. I'm not gonna get all the way down, but we're gonna come back over there. All right. Okay. So, and thunder speaks the language of prophetic insight, and the sound of it can bring you to an awareness of your readiness for things to come, and it will reprove you in your need for diligence and maturity in all your preparations, as long as you bring your gift of life to a fullness. And the spirit of life in the thunder will listen to you, and the two of you can ponder together upon that which is to come. And the love of Anoka is in thunder, desires you to never be caught unaware. So that's the element of thunder, and that's what it does. I think it's called Yatzal. I believe that's John the Baptist, right? I believe that's who he is. No, he's a friend. He's a friend to Yatzal, not him himself. I think. And trees speak the language of friendship. See, I told you, we come back to the trees. And they know who the friends of the righteous are. And they know who cares about them. And they have filled themselves with a multitude of blessings. For those they claim as their own. So, hey, man, it's very important. The trees, man, Kabodiel, is very important. Where were we? And when you love them and know them, they will tell you in the feelings of your heart all of the latest news, both of things on the earth and in heaven. John the Revelator, yes. I think John the Revelator and John the Baptist are this. No, they're not. I'm sorry. No, they're not. Thank you, bro. Thank you. John the Revelator is not John the Baptist. I'm tripping. That was the one. John the Revelator is the one who wrote Revelation. But yeah, you see how important trees are, bro? Like knowing who trees are. And they will delight to have a mutual friendship with you. So it's very important to, commune with trees. But all this, bro, all of this stuff, what does it come from? Oh, I got a nice shot for you. Hold up. Look at that. That's nice. All of this stuff, you can't know the Eerkodeshoi unless you're introspective. And you can't be introspective unless you're humble. But not humble to men. You have to be humble to the teachings of the Most High. This is not about being humble to me. You don't have to listen to me. I know, man. It's really nice, man. Especially the sun is like glistening off of the water. It's really nice. I don't care if you don't like how I teach things or whatever. Like, that's fine. As long as you're taking the knowledge and you're getting closer to the Most High, that's all I really care about. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. That's cool. I don't mind that. I really don't. As long as you, I missed it. Yo, do that again. Come on, Shemiel, come on. Do it again. They don't want to do it again, man. I'm sorry, I missed it. I was talking. Oh, man. But yeah, as long as you're doing it, I don't really care. You get my support. You get my love. You get my kuya. You feel me? I'm just going to keep it like this because I'm really loving the scenery. All right. That is no joke about the trees. Yeah, I know, man. Yo, the trees, man. The trees got a lot. The trees know. Hey, everyone make fun of tree huggers, right? Well, I'm going to be hugging some trees. See this? Hold up. How do you do, my friend? Hi. Hello. Nice day. All right. Take it easy. I'm a fuck with you. Trees, just stop by to say hello, brother. Love this. Enjoy your day. I'll catch up later. God bless you. Thank you, sister. Thank you, of course. Of course, watch this whenever you can. I do not mind. Much love. That's the sister that's also making my icon for the other channel I'm gonna make. But yeah, man, the trees, man, Cambodia, something serious. All right. And rocks speak the language of remembering, and they remember and are thus called rocks of witness. And a knowledge of creation before Eden is always present to them, and it is in their spirits of life, and they are aware of what Olam was like before Mata, the Creator, entered into them with his presence. And your vision, where was I? I was looking up because I didn't want to bump into the dog, and it's windy, so it's blowing my paper. Before Mata, the Creator, entered into them with his presence, and your vision of created purpose. And they are always aware of what Eden was like before sin entered in, and Eden became the temporal earth. Right? Why are they restricting messages? Come on, man. And they comprehend that the earth is like home of the wayward children of Anoka said. Come on, wind. What is that? Rahawa'al. Come on, cool down, sis. I'm trying to do some things. You know what it is? She's excited. She's excited. I'm out here, and that's all love. It's all good. Maybe she's saying hello. I don't know. Trees are connected to each other like a nervous system. Yeah, bro, that's nice. I like that. That's very true. I think the Rosses be saying that, we're like trees, and, the dreads are like branches or something of the sort. I don't know what they be saying, but they say something to that effect. And there's definitely some truth to it. When you add water and sunlight to your hair, it grows. So, we're definitely like trees in that regard. Oh, look at that. Look at the, I don't know. I'll just call it a bird spreading its stuff. I don't think that's a duck. That's an actual bird. I don't know, man. I don't know my animals that well. Yes, brother. Yes. I just don't say the V because there are no V's in ancient Hebrew. Like, I don't know why they put kava. Like, there's no V's, bro. It's W. It's not V, you know. You could say U if you want, but V's, I don't know about that. But that's just my personal preference, of course. You know, call her whatever, you know, you want, as long as you know the spirit and the truth that she holds. And they will continually cry out for us to find our Redeemer, and they rejoice that he was able to enter into all creation through the man that he became and his loving kindness. And rocks will listen and speak to all who know him. So, hey, the rocks, I definitely believe that the rocks have been crying out a lot recently, especially, for us to remember who we are. But more than just who we are, it's more than you being an Israelite, bro. It's more than that. It's trying to come back to Eden, because you can be an Israelite and you can be a David worshiper. That's not good enough, bro. That's not good enough. We got to come back to our Redeemer. What was that? I'll put the W. Thanks for pointing that out, brother. Oh, it's up to you, bro. It's up to you. It's up to you. What was I saying? Oh, someone just rode past me and said hello. I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's not good enough, bro, for you to just be an Israelite. Bro, you don't want to be that type of person where you're a quote-unquote Israelite and a Gentile is getting your spot. Yes, Abidel, bro. Abidel. You don't want to be that type of person, man, where a Gentile gets your spot. You don't want to be that. And you don't have to be that, You were given, bro, you know what type of opportunity that we're given? Everyone has to come to us to learn. We have the ability to teach and know this stuff like no one else does, man, because that's what we were made to do. We were made to be the teachers, so the Most High gave us this knowledge. What's up to the sun? What's up? We were given this knowledge, so we're the only ones who could really teach it. And that's also why, I respect, whatever the seer, whatever he's doing, but I'm not learning from him. Like, I don't know about that. Like, he's not going to teach me anything. Shabbat shalom, family. Hey, what's up, bro? Thank you for stopping by. We're communing here with the holy watchers, with the sister angels. Definitely doing big things. Children of the light, as we are. We're more than just the Israelites, because that's what Israel means. It's more than a seed line, bro. It's more than a physical birthright. It's both. It's a physical and spiritual birthright. You don't want to lose. Yes, only the Most High teach us. Exactly, bro. Exactly. He teaches us through many means, but he's ultimately one who teaches us. We don't need man, We have that connection like no one else does, because that's what we were created to do. It's that simple. So, what we got next? And the sun speaks the language. Come on, man. This wind is crazy. You guys can look at this. This is incredible, man. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm getting goosebumps. Beautiful. I wish I could play music. And the sun speaks the language of the present moment. And your present moments are always moving behind you to create new ones. And the spirit and presence of the Lord and the light of the sun can bring to your mind the importance of special sweet moments that you need to enjoy, because they may never pass your way again. You see that? We must live in the moment, man. We cannot be caught up in, what are we going to do tomorrow? Worry about what you're doing right now, bro. That isn't to say that you act irresponsibly, but you definitely understand not to stress about things that are not in your control. It doesn't make any sense to do it. The Hebrew is actually derived from the Bantu languages spoken in the Congo. Yeah, and that's true. That language that they speak in the Congo or in Africa is closer to Hebrew than whatever Yiddish variant that, people love to speak today. It's older. That's why I use the all. Like, Even, bro, even the people of Ham, even the children of Ham, do you know what they call uh, a hill, like this hilly town? They call it Malakal. And that's literally the name that I came up with instead of Melekiel, because it's older. Now, I don't know if that's the oldest. You know, I use Quechua because I just believe that's the origin, but, you know, that's definitely older. You know, it's older. So thank you for that, sister. Shout out to Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out. Okay. So yeah, we have to focus on what's in front of us. You know, we have to focus on the present. We can't get caught up in that. We have to be very childlike in our approach to life. Innocent, right? We have to find that inner child that we lost. Yes, we're going back to the ancient way. Yes, we are. And the rivers speak the language of happiness, and they are strangers to complaining, murmuring, contentions, and discord. Do you see that? Let's say that again. And the rivers speak the language of happiness. They are strangers to complaining, murmuring, contentions, and discord. And those who share their spirits with them will be heard by, and I have to turn the page. Swift. I turned it in. Okay, that was smooth. Okay. So, man, the rivers, they're the enemy, or not the enemy. Did it say the enemy? What did it say? Let me not take that out of context. They're strangers. So, man, it's really better, or it's best not to complain. It's best not to complain at all. There's really no, when you think about it, water have, hey, exactly. Hey, even in the Hebrew, I think the word for cloud, I think it's ayin or something like that. And I think the first is alf, and that has to do, or if it's not alf, it might be alf. That's the first letter in cloud. It has to do with your eye or your iris. And clouds have to do with seeing. So it's built into the language. You know, a lot of stuff is built into the language. Water having memory, like the sister just said. That's very true. Water definitely does have memory. And it's going to remember all of the murmurings that you're doing, the gossiping that you're doing. So there's no reason to do it. Or if you're just complaining, it's not good to be in a spirit of complaining. And we're going to go over why. Yes, that's why our answers were in the wilderness for 49 years. The Most High hated that. Exactly. It's not good, man. There's nothing humble about complaining. What's humble about complaining, right? That lets me know that, or that lets the Most High know that you don't have any faith in Him, right? Well, not, of course. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you knew that there was like extra 9 years that I didn't know about. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. What sense does it make, man? That just goes to show that maybe you don't have enough faith in the Most High as you need to, right? And we all get to that point where we start complaining, but we just got to recognize that it's not the right thing to do, right? We're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be that, but we could try. Malachi is the word for an angel in the Kikongo. Hey, again, that language is very, very similar. And I think Malek kind of means angel anyway. So yeah. I think Malek actually means king or prince or an angel or something of the sort. So yeah, that's definitely true. Well, let me sit down real quick. There is a big pebble in my shoe and it's bothering me. I was really about to sit in a pile of horse-ish. I'm not even joking, like, it literally was. It literally was. That would have been very rough. Give me 1 second. Taking out this pebble. Oh. Okay. We're good to go. All right. Them and the spirit of serenity will enlarge itself in your heart, and flowing streams are travelers. And when they wash you, they bring peace of mind and a strong hope for the life to come. They carry your impurities far away. That's also in the Essene Gospels when it talks about, using the water, or just baptism in itself. You know, water signifies cleaning. You're constantly cleaning yourself of impurities, but what can definitely betray you can be complaining and things of that sort, right? I just got another pebble in my shoe, but I'm gonna tough it out. And flowing streams are I read that already. Let me see. They carry your impurities far away. I read that. And when they encounter strangers or those who are unthankful, they will swell and spill over in their grief in an effort to purify the land of sadness. It's funny because all these different rivers in places like Texas and just all over North America, they're constantly getting flooded. Constantly. Now, I'm not trying to come with my pops, but when he wanted to buy this land in Texas, but he was like, nah, because it's near a river and it's constantly flooding. And I'm just thinking, like, if you believe in the Most High, like, why would you care about that? Obviously, if it's flooding, then that's a you problem. That's something that you're doing wrong. So you should correct yourself, not being around the river. Like, that's not the answer. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think this is leading to anywhere. So let's just go back this way and go around. Let's circle back. So yeah, we have to definitely make sure that we are acknowledging that we are the problem, not their Eerkodeshoi. If it floods, if it's thundering, if there's earthquakes, we're the problem. It's not them. So, and mountains speak the language of holiness, and the grandeur of their speaking can bring one to silence, and hearts can feel their counsel even when they want to close it out, and the fallen are strangers to them, and an affront to their spirits. One must cling to that message that they speak to your heart and carry it into the low places, and they are gentle mothers and fathers to us all, and they nourish us with many delights. But the evils of fornication and the acts committed in darkness will bring them the pains of grief, and they belch forth their sorrow and their desire to be clean and free and holy. So that's why we get volcanoes. That is why mountains will erupt. Why? Let's see it again. But the evils of fornication and acts committed in darkness bring them the pains of grief, and they belch forth their sorrow and their desire to be clean and free and holy. This is why we're getting so many volcanic eruptions. They're doing a lot of wickedness right now. A lot of wickedness right now. That's why there's flooding. This is why all this stuff is happening. Because of the wickedness on the land. It's trying to clean itself, man. You understand? Let's keep going. And fountains speak the language of eternity. And I'm about to go near a fountain. Yep, right, because we are the only creatures of the Most High that comes out of order. All things that made stay in order, but we get out of order. Indeed, bro. Indeed. We're the only ones who are out of order. Everything else is in order. That person chilling, man. I'd love to do that. We're the only ones out of order, man. There's nothing wrong with the other creations. Okay, so we're about to get near fountains. About 10-15 minutes. It's a long walk from here, though. Yes, renewal, exactly what's going on in the earth right now. Exactly. This land is definitely being cleansed. And that's a beautiful thing. And fountains speak the language of eternity. And they come from places unknown to us. And they gush forth. Sorry, it's hard to read because it's so windy. And they gush forth according to their will. And they flow out to meet us pure and sweet. And they never stop but come to us happily as an innocent child would. And the past and future are one to them. And they're engulfed in the joy of the present. And the pool of heaven was such one. And it is known that eternal truth flowed out, to all those who are gathered there. And Ozan said to Noah, even these truths that I am placing before you came in the presence of the fountain at the rocks of Simca, where Kawa rested. Oh, we got a fountain right here. We got one right here, man. Waterfalls are kind of like fountains too, but we got one right here. Very, very nice to gaze upon. So I definitely really like this park. You know, it definitely has a lot of stuff here. Very calming, very calming. I can listen to it all day. Your body connects to water, for it is made of 91% water. Exactly. That's how important water is. Water is more important than food. Water is way more important than food. That's why it's best to really, man, I would do so many things. I'm gonna tell you guys what I do. If I had like, you know, enough resources to do this, I would not use sink water. You know, and if I had to, then I would first purify this water. I would alkaline this water, and I would keep it in clay pots. You know, if I can, I try to play some sort of frequencies, you know, sing to the water. I can't sing, but I'm gonna sing to the water, you know, and then I'll do what I need to do with it. I'll drink it, I'll bathe with it, and I'll do what I need to do. I'll have a ton of clay pots in my crib, just using water like that. Or you can power water with the sun. Get glass jars, you know, keep the water on your roof, on your balcony, or just outside your door. Do something with it. And, you know, then you can ask the Most High, you know, to ask Oriel to power your water. You know, you could do a lot of things, man. Yeah, this is kind of how we live among the Eerkodeshoi. I don't know nearly as much as, you know, I would need to actually live among them in that way. But that's stuff that we did. You know, we combine them. You know, like a video game where you can combine earth and fire, and then you make a different, I don't know. It's just really cool, man. It's really cool. So that's definitely some things that I would do if I had, you know, if I had the ability to do it at least. Then use the water powered by Oriel to cleanse and heal yourself from sickness. Exactly. You could use that. You could use it, maybe combine it with the trees. You know, I don't know. Many different things. You could do many different things. I'm just throwing out ideas, right? All right. And dew speaks the language of charity. And when it comes and where it goes, no man notices. And it is gentle and clings only to that which is most willing to receive it. Therefore, one finds dewdrops on the tiny points of things shining like gems in the light of the sun. And those of gentle spirit will hear gentle and mild thoughts and requests, and the soft voice of its clear reproval to rid oneself of hardness of heart. So you can definitely learn gentleness from the dew, right? Just dew in itself is just very gentle in its nature. It just arrives and then it leaves. I just think of you know, the Eerkodeshoi as like these shy young girls, pretty much. That's kind of the spirit that they have. You know, not all of them are necessarily shy in that way, but you know, because you have ones like Ebedel who are more staunch. You know, you have others who are more, you know, calm. Ones who are more like, nah, we're gonna get this done. So that's kind of how they are, you know, and it's really cool to think of it that way. You know, even the Father himself is similar to a young child, right? In his innocence, not in his knowledge, but his innocence. And it's a beautiful thing. This is the true nature of the Most High. And the Most High was angry with Moses, and he did this. That's Aaron speaking. That's not the Most High. You know. Now let's get to this. This is oceans. And oceans, and I'm not near an ocean right now, so I can't show you that, but an ocean speaks to man with the feelings they send forth of the power of the love of Anokase to give life and abundance. And the waters thereof will move and leap according to their will, and oceans will resist the powers of evil, and those who cross thereon to establish dominance over their fellows must indeed beware. So, man, there was a lot of stuff in that. I want to read that again. And oceans will resist the powers of evil, and those who cross thereon to establish dominance over their fellows must indeed be aware. What happened in the Americas? They not come over the oceans. They not come over the oceans and establish dominance, right? They establish dominance on the earth by taking down the people of the Americas, right? That's what happened. Now, what do they have to beware of? Let's see. And when one beholds that the oceans have become corrupted with the effects of the unclean acts of the fallen, and from the refuse of their lies, then it can be known that their day of recompense is near at hand. So when the oceans are becoming corrupted and unclean with the acts of the fallen and all of their associates, their day of recompense is soon to come. All these different signs. Yes. Sarah Hall, the Holy Watcher of the Oceans. Let me see if I missed any other. Shalom, Media True Flow. All praises to the Most Power for his one and only begotten Son and his Holy Spirit, who is wisdom, who is knowledge, our earthly mother, Ruach. Most grateful brethren and sisters of the great I Am. Shout out. I can stay there all day. Well, if it isn't too windy, yeah. Hyssop. What is it? I can't remember. What is hyssop, bro? I've heard that before. It's something in the Bible. I cannot remember. I'm sorry. I cannot remember. Yo, what up, brother? I see you. Shalom, family. What's good, my bro? Abdullah Seer. What's going on, bro? What's going on? All right, let's get back to it. And they shall throw themselves upon the shores in their grief, and the feelings of the seas call one to be strong and determined to walk in faith, and to be diligent to perform every needful task that they have been urged upon to do for Anokase in his loving kindness. Sorry, I'm like, what are you sorry for, man? What you mean sorry? What, am I gonna ground you? Come on, man. We all free spirits, all love. You late. I didn't even tell anyone I was doing this. Hyssop is a cleaning agent, herb of the land, let it send the sun for cleaning after repenting. Man, I'm very humble. I'm like, yo, I got these people sharing this ancient knowledge with me. Like, I'm very grateful. Thank you. Let's go over animals. And animals speak the language of obedience. And when you're obedient to their spirits will join with yours, and they will be unafraid and serve you with all diligence. So we have to be obedient to their spirits, and their spirits will join. Or no, sorry. When we're obedient in general, their spirits will join with ours. And they will be unafraid to serve you with all diligence, and they will give of themselves for your benefit in both their spirits and in their bodies. So I guess there is a certain way how we are supposed to consume animals, right? There seems to be some sort of way, right? It does say that we ate fish in the books of remembrance, and they also ate meat, but we have to know how to do it, right? If we're eating meat from the supermarket that, the fallen and their associates have utilized, is that the same thing? It says that they will give themselves to you. It's not the same thing as slaughtering an animal who doesn't want to be slaughtered, who doesn't want to give themselves to someone. If you have some face rat with a small hat rabbi singing Hamana Hoos and then cutting off the neck of a goat and then you're eating it, this animal is not Shemiel giving itself to you. You know, I'm not against eating meat in that way, but it has to be done properly. It has to be done properly. And you cannot eat raw meat, bro. I remember someone, they said that a long time ago, not that long, but long enough. And that's weird, bro. That's weird. Raw meat, bro. Or not raw meat, but eating the blood. Like, bro, no. No. That ain't rocking, man. That's no bueno. And just their presence among the people will bring nourishment to your soul. So in your obedience, be kind and respectful to them and listen to them carefully, and you will be blessed. And indeed, and the richness of the life and of the gift of life for those who hear and speak the language of animals will be a delight for the heart of Enoch, is said. And that richness will spill over and accompany us into the heavens. See that? So having that relationship with Shemiel, with the animals, so very important, because, you know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, they love animals. You know, they love when you act with respect and love towards animals, right? Not how the wicked are acting towards animals, right? When we love animals, that's why we always kept animals with us. Is this stuff making sense? This stuff was our power. How the hell are you cattle herders and you don't even eat animals like that? What are you keeping the animals for then? Okay, we're back. I don't know if I cut out, but I said, what are you keeping animals for? What are you being cattle herders if, you know, you're not eating them like that? You know, as we went over with the Scythians and the different people, like the Hyksos, they always kept animals, and people, what the wicked saw as being rude. But we see that as, nah, like, that's just what you do. You know? All those different peoples, all in the Caribbean, all in South America, they always keeping animals with them. Right? It makes a whole lot of sense, right? I think so, at least. All right, we got 4 more. And fruit of trees speak the language of personal fulfillment and success. And they feel the passages of your life and want to be present there. And they come to you to tell your heart that patience and endurance through the processes of life is rewarding, right? Patience and endurance. Patience and endurance. I don't know if I'm doing a crappy job at the scenery. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read and holding in an awkward way. And I'm trying to make sure it doesn't cut off because I have to keep touching it. But yeah, man, we have to go through life with patience and endurance. We have to endure to the end, right? That dude comfortable, bro. We have to just keep going. You can't get bogged down with this stuff, man. I know it's easy to. I do it, man. It gets bogged down to me. You guys saw, you know, how I was feeling just last week. I wasn't feeling too well, man. You know, it was getting hard. But people just said, keep going, right? Keep going. And I just keep going. And, you know, that's why I graciously asked you guys to do as well. Right down here. This is amazing, man. All right, we on the move. So, guys, patience and endurance, for real. Like, if you listen, man, Joseph, he was in that prison cell, and he wasn't really, like, he complained at some point, and that actually kept him there longer. You have to remember that when Joseph was in the prison, him complaining or trying to trust in someone else kept him here longer. Yeah, it does remind me of Prospect Park. It really does. I like it better. It has more trees than Prospect. Man, we just got to keep going, man. It's easy for me to say, but anyone who's going through that, just keep going. All right. Where are we? is rewarding and comes to those who are wise and purposeful in their labors. Everything that we do, we must do it with purpose, an end goal in mind. Oh, let's go to the ducks, man. Hold up. Let's go over here to the ducks. Let's see what's going on with them. Oh, they're feeding them. I wanted to see them like dash across the pond again. That was real cool. What's going on with it? What's popping? Y'all chilling? That's how them uncles be talking to the little nephews. They're like, hey, what's going on with you? Hey, you good? All right. And then they walk away. All right, we're on the move. We're on the move. All right. And the spirit of life in them will nourish your soul and body to find long life and healing. And wastefulness grieves them, and their spirits will depart in the face of it. And a wasted life brings them to despair. So we must always remember to have purpose in our lives. We must always remember that, the Most High made us to do something great. Have a trampoline outside, and I love to lay there with my cats and dog with the sun and watch birds and my chickens and oh my goodness, bro, you are blessed. That's so cool, man. All praises to the Heavenly Father. That's real cool. That's really cool. It's really cool. You guys know that. I don't know if all you guys know, but my favorite animal is actually the cat. I love cats. I actually really do. I love the personality. I love that they're very to themselves. They're very, like submissive, and, I don't know, like they're just there, right? I don't know. I just like cats. I'm a cat dude. But I'm allergic to them, which is very ironic. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is super important. We only got we got 2 more left, actually, and this included. But it goes like this. The moon speaks the language of purpose of your creation, and it always brings the feelings of hoping a person will decide carefully in the important decisions of life, and agrees over the decisions that lead to chaos and despair. And it rejoices when the gift of life is expanded and enjoyed by the leadings of the Spirit. And the soft moonlight will speak to you about the truth to help you to make sound decisions, even in small things, so that you can fulfill your vision of creative purpose. So there you go, man. That is what the moon can also do. It can help you make important decisions. Now, of course, what can you do? Amethyel, exactly. What can you do? You can offer some cornmeal, thank the Most High. There's nothing left to show you, so you can look at me again. But you can offer some cornmeal. You can thank the Most High for the truth that Amethyel holds, or however you want to call the moon. That's a no pun intended, because I think that she literally is the guardian of truth. But that's what you could do, and ask whatever you need from her, right? That's what you could do. And the last one, check this out. And the stars speak the language of Eden with the perfection of way that leads there. And they hold the veil that is before our eyes. And they can inspire and call out to us to see further, listen better, and speak more clearer truth. And their spirits will be waiting for us when we pass through the veil back into Eden. And the righteous people here in the temporal world can have moments of the vision of it, and that is crossing over. And it is said by some that it is to behold the life that is in all things and the comprehension of it. So are they saying that the stars are our pathway back to Eden? I don't know. I'm kind of walking and reading, so it's hard to kind of process it. But and then we have one more verse. This is verse 105. And at this moment, the Eerkodeshoi are confused So this is the state of their Eerkodeshoi right now. They're confused and they're anxious and grieving, and they know not which way to turn because they think the whole world is Mayween. And in their innocence of heart and distress, they see the great wickedness of Halia to be corrupting the holiness of Mayween. And they do not know that Senasiol followed the fallen out of the abyss from the high plain of the eastern places of Mount Mahuja to dwell with the wicked. So, man, the Eerkodeshoi, man, they're very innocent and they're constantly looking to be guided and to be headed by the righteous. Now, what do the books of remembrance say? The women, I hope that kid does not fall. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, I saw, man, these kids up here in Yonkers, they are reckless. Like, they were biking down hills. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna get hurt. So I worry about them, man. But yeah, they're constantly looking to get headed, and you know, they're seeking for what is right. I hope you guys can hear me still because we're going over the highway. But for the brothers, we're supposed to be pretty much telling them what to do, and the women are supposed to commune with them, you know, be friends with them, right? We're supposed to have that close relationship with them, and we're supposed to, you know, guide them and give them instruction on how to establish righteousness on the earth. So it's definitely important that we try to get back to our roles, but we need to have confidence in this knowledge. So after this, you know, I suggest you guys definitely look over this stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to come out here next week. What the? You guys saw that, right? Come on. Chill. Hopefully I'm able to come out here next week and do this again. Come on, bro, please. I don't want to hit you. Come on, this fly is bothering me, man. Hopefully I can come out here next week and, you know, do some more stuff. I could do something like this again. May not have to walk all over the place, but I don't know. Just come to the park. Do something like this. So I thank you guys for watching. Let me see if there's anything I need to respond to. Okay, we're good. All right. Thank you for viewing, guys. I'm gonna go home, and I don't know. I might have a video later. I might not. I don't know. But until next time, may peace be with you. Selah Kala.